Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my third video. Going out to Exeter today just to have a look around, maybe Bridge Motorcycles, see what they've got. Not shopping, just daydream shopping. But before we go there, let's go and get some fuel. Again. I'm going to fill up with some of the precious E5 Go Juice. And there we go, all the way to the top. That'll do. Stop. £19.22. Crikey. No receipt required. No thank you. I don't want to know how much money I'm spending. Thanks for my fuel. I'm going now. Okay. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Guys, look. We're on a different bike today. We're on a 1998 CBR 600 F3. And we are going to Exeter, so we are going to go around this roundabout and then back down. Because I should have turned right at the last roundabout and not gone left. But never mind, it doesn't matter. There we go, guys, we are off. That's good, back on the bike. I love this bike. Put my tinted visor on today to help me see a bit better, but I don't actually think it's doing too much because the sun's quite low. Actually, I can't see very much at all. So yeah, I thought I'd take us out today, go down to Bridge, see what bikes they've got, some imaginary shopping. Could take the motorway, but I'm going to take the old back road, the A396, because I don't like motorways. They're a bit boring. So although I know where I'm going, I always put my navigation on, just so I'm sure I won't get lost, even though I've been there like 50 million times. That sun is low, it's bright. So I tried this ride a minute ago and got just down here to Bickley, forgot that I hadn't filled my bike up with fuel, forgot that I hadn't put a hoodie on and I was freezing already. So I turned around, went home, grabbed the hoodie, checked that I had enough space on the SD card, and then went to Tesco's to get fuel. Okay, my jacket sleeve's undone, so I've got cold air rushing up my left arm. Let's do that up. I think the Velcro's wearing out. There we go. That's all done. I do really like this bike. She is comfortable. She's, I think, 27 years old now. She's something that old, I think. 27, I think so. Anywho, she's good. She's got 32,000 miles on her, so she's alright, really. Again, like my other bike, she's not the prettiest. She's got some little scars and things, but for her age, I think she's pretty damn good. I like this corner. I don't like the sun in my face like that, but we'll deal with it. I'm glad I put my tinted visor on though. That sun would have been real bad otherwise. There we go. I don't really have too much to say. I don't know what to say. I washed my CBR this morning. No, I did not. That's a lie. I didn't wash my CBR at all. I'm riding that. I washed my VN this morning and put her away. And then also washed my son's 125. And pulled this out and decided that I'd go for a ride on this bike. However, she didn't really want to start this morning. I pulled her out. She's been sat for 3 weeks, neglected. And yeah, I went to start her and she was like not having any of it. So I left her for a little while, came back to her and started her up, and she seemed to have distressed herself and fired up, so that was a bit of a bonus. I did think about going and buying one of those Noco Genius battery charger jump starter pack things. Seen reviews on those, they look good. So be interesting to see with the sun so low in the sky today whether the footage is going to be too blocked, too bright, whatever. It would be much more fun if there's no other cars on it. I think in the future I'd like to upgrade this bike for a newer model, get the CBR 650R, She does sound good though. Let's press that button. I forgot to do that when we filled up fuel. So that minus about 5 miles. Please be empty. Don't have anybody coming across the bridge towards me. There we go. We got 3. It's weird, after I've been riding my VN and I get back on this bike, obviously the gear ratio is completely different. You can ride this bike in a lot of higher revs and everything. It feels a bit weird to start with. Find myself changing my gears up well early. So although I hate motorways, coming this way is probably crap as well. It's stuck behind all the traffic. And although I like riding quickly and things, or not like super fast, you know, but quick enough, I'm still not down for overtaking in stupid places. And I don't really like overtaking too much. I'm quite happy to sit behind somebody and follow them for ages. Is that boring? Maybe that will come with confidence, build my confidence up more. Depends on the day. Sometimes I'll have a really confident day where I feel like I can take on the world, and in other days, just like, you know, I don't think I can do that today. I won't film inside of bridge motorcycles. I don't know if they'd allow it or not. They probably wouldn't have too much of an issue with it, but I don't think I'd like to be videoed if I was at work. Not really. I know you're on CCTV and things like that whenever you're in places. I met a couple of YouTubers down at Bridge once. They're called On the Road Adventures, I think. A guy, and it's called Rich. I forget what his missus is called. A really nice couple though. They're so lovely. Nice to chat to. I think they've just done a huge motorcycle tour. I don't know if you watch them. On the Road Adventure. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. Shout out to them if it is. Look at this fields. More greenery. I love this part of the country. We're so lucky really. It's right on our doorstep. You just take it for granted. The thing about following buses and stuff like this is you wouldn't get a speeding ticket, would you? I'm trying to think of what sort of stuff I'd like on my... Excuse me, I'm burping lots of just eating loads of Cocoa Pops. Trying to think of what sort of content to put out on my YouTube or what to talk about whilst I'm riding, really. Listen to it, listen to it. Oh yeah, she's so good. I do love it. the freedom, the feeling, it's freaking brilliant. The view's amazing. I got a brilliant bike. She's lovely. She's old but reliable. If you guys ride bikes, do you name your bike? I kind of named this bike. She's called Betty. I don't know why. Just is. Didn't really get it from anywhere. Just decided. I did that thing earlier where you get all your gear on, you get on your bike, you go to pull away, and you realise your helmet's undone. It's so annoying. And you're like, oh damn, gloves off. Start again. Oh dear, that was a big bump. But that's because I was looking over there. Pay attention, dumbass. The speed limit is like 60 or 40 here. 60 I think. But if I'm not going faster than them, I'm not speeding right. My fuel cappy liddy flippy thing was open. I suppose as long as it's not properly open, we're all good. All that precious fuel that I just put in there disappearing, covering me in fuel. That would be really bad. Reduce speed now? No, let's speed up. We've got a nice corner. Hang off the bike. Round the corner. That was really silly, wasn't it? Unnecessary. Have you owned a CBR 600? The F3? Have you owned one of these bikes? If so, how much did you love it? And if you got rid of it, do you miss it? Damn. So watch out for stuff like that. That's not very good. Yeah, so I love this bike. I think she's great. I would like to try the new one. The newer, like I said earlier, I think I'd like to try the new 650R. If I got that bike, I think I'd get it in the black. So they do it in like the matte black or the red, white and blue. But I definitely think I prefer the black. What do you guys reckon? My choice, I think definitely black. Let's do it. 30, slowing down. I put my summer gloves on so I can feel my switches more, but now my fingers are chilly. Cold thumbs. Da-dunk. I need to try, I think, and keep my videos to about 10 minutes, 15 max. I don't think they need to be any longer than that. I don't know what the preference would be, really. I'm happy watching like 10-15 minute videos. I should probably take this bike along some quieter roads, but roads that are like nice. That would be quite nice. I need to do that on a group ride again soon as well. I haven't been out on one of those for ages. I like riding in a group. I don't know if I'd be so good at vlogging whilst in a group, because I'd be concentrating too much on what everybody else was doing, which is a good thing. There's a nice BMW behind us. What's that, an X5 I think. I forget what this little village bit's called here. If you know and you're from the area, drop it into the comments. I'm trying to decide on whether that BMW behind me is a police car or not. I don't think it is. Not that it matters. But you know when you get that feeling like, oh, it could be a police car, and you like feel a little bit on edge, like you feel like you're being watched, and then it turns out it's not a police car, and you're like, oh, waste of my time. So I think when I get to the bridge, I'm going to have myself a nice cup of coffee, warm myself up, look around at all the bikes, daydream lots, and then ride home. I think when we ride home we'll go back through Crediton, just for the little change in view. I don't think that was a BMW police car behind me. I think that was just a normal person. Normal person, not the weird ones. I did my bike test in and around Exeter. I did my CBT, I did in Exmouth in 2024 sometime. And then I did my full bike test. I did a 4-day DAS course, and it went really, really well. I did that with MST or MTS, motorcycle training people. It was well good. They were such good guys. I felt quite anxious on the first day when I went in there because my anxiety was a bit up. And spoke to the guy training us, and he was just made me feel really chilled out. And then from then on, every other day after that, I was absolutely fine. It was really good, and they were brilliant. Got me through it all. I like that bike that I rode as well. I was on the BMW GS, the 800, 2024 model. It was a brilliant bike, really nice, comfortable. I actually wouldn't mind buying one of those bikes either. When you're riding down the road on your bike and people look at you, do you ever think like, what the hell are you looking at? And you're like, actually, they're looking at me because I'm on this bike and I'm awesome. I don't mind being stuck in traffic, but I worry about my bike getting a bit warm. But she's alright, she's not even like hot or anything. The Rambling Biker. Maybe that would have been a better YouTube name. The Rambling Biker. Talks a little rubbish, bores you to tears, something to watch before you go to bed, because you definitely fall asleep. I like this F3, this version with the white rev counter. I think lots of them seem to be black. Don't know what the difference is really. I do believe I can be in any of these two lanes, but I'm not sure. If you just cut through to the front. Hang on, the lights are changing now. There we go. So sitting behind that bit of traffic, stay in this lane, go across, and then drop back into the other lane in a minute. They're all going the same way. When the lights change and the box is clear, I'm going to whip across. I don't like filtering too much. Behind this blue car. Stuck in traffic in Exeter. That's a lie, I'm not stuck, we're still moving. I tell lies a lot. We are nearly here. So stay in this lane, go through these lights, up around the corner, and then it's to the left. The fan's kicked in again. She's very warm, but she's alright. Is that the Kawasaki Versys? It is. I like that bike, I was looking at those. Cafe 53, this is where we're going. There's people here, not very many by the looks of it. Let's go and have a look at some bikes now. We made it to Marsh Barton, Bridge Motorcycles. It's just going to be nice to have a little look around, daydream about all the nice bikes I can buy with my imaginary money. That's the best money, imaginary money. Because nobody likes the real stuff, that's just boring. If you could have everything you wanted, it wouldn't be very fun, would it? I'm going to go right there in front of you. That was good, wasn't it? Dear. What a joke. That was quite funny. Almost as funny as having to learn to ride on one of those electric bikes. Shall we go and see what bikes they've got? Did you see that? Beeped my horn as I came in instead of hitting my indicator button in front of everyone. That's great. There's Triumphs there. Street Triple. I don't know what that one there is. Something nice. That's a V-Strom. I love that. That's such a pretty bike. I wouldn't say yes. I'd definitely say no. I don't want it. No, I do like that. I would buy that if I had the money. That's a pretty bike. I've got a lot of nice bikes here. So many. Right, I'm going to turn this camera off as soon as I get inside here. Wow, look at all these bikes. Kawasaki's, everything. Sam Smith playing. Is that a copyright? Probably. We can edit this bit out there. There we go. Pretty good bikes.